Alright, so in this video we're going to continue our goal of getting data from Read AI all the way to Notion, Google Calendar, Outlook, and Microsoft Teams. So if you haven't watched any of the previous video, please go back and watch the other videos. This is part 4, I think. Anyway, go back and watch the videos. It'll make more sense what we're doing in this particular video. By the way, if you're getting any value out of this series, please like and subscribe. I've been told I have to say that, so I'm telling you that. It helps with my ego, I guess. But anyway, back to this. So what is the goal here? So we have completed most of the steps within this entire process. For some reason, our Read AI is not set up correctly yet. So we've been using Postman to simulate the process of sending data into Make, which will then send it off to Notion. We got that going. We're also able to send data to Flow, Microsoft Flow, which is now called Power Automate. So if you hear me say Microsoft Flow, what I'm really talking about is Power Automate, which is the new name. And then we're able to send data to Teams. The problem that we have right now is, well, the goal that we're going to have right now is we want to send it to Outlook. And the truth is, I'm not even certain what the definition of that question is, and we want to send it to Google Calendar. We'll tackle the Outlook and then we'll tackle the Google Calendar. Now, I actually don't know what does that mean. I think he meant by email. So just to back up, this is a request that I got from one of the subscribers on this channel. Thank you, by the way. And the goal is, here's my information. What I'm trying to accomplish is whenever Read AI meeting ends, I would like the following to happen. The transcript highlights is saved to my Notion page or template, right? Transcript is then saved to the notes section for Outlook. Okay, so the notes section for Outlook, which I've never done before, by the way, and Google Calendar. And transcript is sent to a specified Microsoft Teams meeting. Okay, so we did that part already. So the notes section of Outlook and Google Calendar is what we're going to attempt in this video, and hopefully we can keep it under 20 minutes. That's the goal. All right, so I don't know if I have an Outlook that I could use because I don't really use Outlook, but I do have, so let's try it. So let's just do Outlook. I do have Office. And I think I just have Outlook by default, but so this is my right one, maybe this one. Make sure I'm under the right account. I don't use this. So I guess it's just sending all of the, yeah. So how notes, okay, so there's a note section here. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I've never even seen this before. I didn't even know this exists. By the way, the tool that I'm using is called Obsidian. No, Logsec. I'm going to do a thing on this because I really like this tool. It's fantastic for note keeping. But nonetheless, this is the request that the user has, so this is what I'm going to do. So we got to send it here. Now, I don't know if, so the best way to do this is with Flow, Microsoft Flow, okay? Because you try to do this in Notion or any other tools, it's not going to work. Again, go back to my original video, you'll understand how we determine that. So in Microsoft Flow, let's just jump into Flow, which is where this guy here, let's put it back in this tab, and let's go to Edit, New Designer. So now that we have that, we're going to click on the new action. We're going to say the new action is Outlook. I don't know if this is possible. So Office 365 Outlook or Outlook.com, what is the difference? See more. So I guess it's Outlook. My goodness. Leave it to Microsoft to make things confusing, right? So there's Office 365 Outlook and then there's Outlook.com. I'm thinking it's this one. Create a contact, create an event, send a request, delete an event, export, find a meeting, attach, contact, email, rooms, notes. Nothing with notes. Nothing with notes. So this might be a little tricky. And then what about Outlook.com? Just send an email, flag an email, attach an email, calendar, contact, folder. Nothing with notes. So let's see if let's check their API, see if they have anything with that. So I have to do a little bit more digging here. This might actually be harder than the Google Calendar one, so maybe I should do the Google Calendar and then come back to this in the next video. Let's do that. We're going to switch gears completely. We're going to jump over to Google Calendar first, because this is, I think it's a little bit more involved. So for Google Calendar, we just got to go back to make. Just got to click here. We're already routing the Notion. We're sending the thing, and we're just going to click on this one, and we're going to say Google Calendar, because this is easy. We already know what we're doing here, and I think he just wants to just input it as an event, maybe on the day of. I'm not certain. Okay, so I'm already connected. No, I don't need to. Okay, sure. Hello. Calendar ID. Great. Must have a value. How do I get my Google Calendar ID? I go to Google, of course. No, wrong account. What is this? Wrong account. Sorry, I got another account that I don't use anymore. Switch to a different account. Right, so how do we get the ID of this? Let me just do it in a different calendar just so I could keep things simple. Or we want it on our main calendar. So how do I get the ID? You know, I'm gonna do it on a different calendar because I don't know if I could expose my calendar ID or if I should expose it. Create a new calendar. Demo calendar. Create. Okay, and then now that we have that, a shareable link maybe, calendar ID, there, right? Copy link, notepad, paste, ridiculously long link, and then it says CID, that's a calendar ID, that's my guess. Okay, so we're going to come back in here, go over here, click on that, paste that, click OK. What else can we do from there? Okay. Oh, no, I don't want to delete calendar. No, that's not what I'm asking you for. I think I did the wrong thing here. Just add, click on this. Calendar, Google Calendar, yes. There we go. Search for an event, get an event, create an event, duplicate, update an existing event. Now the challenge with updating an existing event, and I'm sure they want you to ask for an ID of the event. Yes, the calendar ID, which we know, and then they want the event ID of the name. So that's what we don't know, and I don't think Read AI actually gives you that. So this might be a little more challenging from that perspective. However, for this particular video, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add a new event, right? We're going to call that complete. But really and truly, you'd have to get the event ID and the event name and this. I don't know if you have to get the start date and the end date. Reminders, recurrence. Where's the content? Interesting. They give you the option to do all of the other stuff except for updating the actual content. Yeah, so I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to go back in here. Oops. So I think I have to delete this. Add here. Calendar, and we're going to create an event. That's what we're going to do for now. In details, we're going to choose the demo calendar. We're going to put the name as the subject. We're going to put the start date as today. How do we do that? So we're going to put the date and time. Okay, we'll just do now, and the end date will be add hours. I think that's how you do it. No, how many hours we have to add, right? Semicolon, 1 hour to the calendar. So we're going to add we'll try this and see what happens. Just add in whatever gets sent in to the calendar now, so it's 8 a.m. So 004. Save, send. Scenario. History. Success. Calendar. Settings, and where's my demo calendar? Let's hide this. There we go. Bam. All right. With my notes. No, the subject is here. The description isn't there, which is what I think is the next. So event name, but interestingly, there's no way to put description in. Oh, there we go, description. There. Okay, so let's try that again. 5, save, send. There we go. If I edit it, my notes is not in there. My notes. Maybe I didn't press the send button. Interesting, the notes don't seem to be coming through. There we go. Came through now. Fantastic. I think it was because the extra space was in there. So that's how you do it. Right? So you basically go into your calendar, click on the share calendar. Try to share it. Copy that CID. Okay, that's it. Right, so for the Outlook, I'm probably going to have to do that in its own video because I think it's going to be very complicated on how to get this here. I don't even know if it's possible. Let me just do a quick Google on this one here. So Outlook 365 API. This one might be very involved and it probably might not be worth it to our 365 API, but let's just see what they have. So Outlook 365 API. So Outlook REST API beta 2.0, right? Calendar API, contacts, mail, push notification, people, tasks, user photos. So it might not be possible to push the notes in Outlook. So what you might end up having to do is you might have to just basically just send it to it as an email. That's what I would recommend, and then forward it to a specific folder. So this is my recommendation in this particular case because you can't do it that way, right? So what you would do is you would send yourself an email. Yeah, that's how I would do it. I would create a contact. I would send an email. I would send an email. The email that I would use would have a very specific subject line. So we would say something like, right? Obviously this would presume that you have an Outlook email address. And then there would be something like meet the notes dash whatever the subject is, so the subject of the email, and then the body of the email, right? Would be the actual meeting notes, my notes. So that's straightforward there. When you do that, you would, right, so that's email. So let's save. So it would send the email with that particular details, right? Well, when you do that, then you come into this and you just put a rule. So you would say I don't remember how to do rules here. So create a rule. There you go. Right, so you do create a rule. Always move from Outlook to this particular folder, and then you basically you'd have a new folder. You call it notes, right? Let's pretend, so I obviously just have to create a folder, but let's just call it this for now. Fewer rules. And then you would just put more details on the rule, on the note. So for the rules would be move all emails to this, but it really and truly what you're saying is a condition. So the condition is from, so we would say subject, any single thing from whatever that email address is. So let's pretend it's your own email. And then add another condition. You would say subject includes, and then you would say, right? So if the subject of includes meeting news, move it to, and then you would basically move it to the notes folder. Save. And then that's how you would do it, right? So I think that would be sort of a win. But anyway, I think this is a wrap. We've gotten a fairly successful model from Read AI all the way over to Cross. Now we haven't actually connected to Read AI. So let's just do that quickly if we can get that, because I don't know what's going on with this. It still says pending, so something is definitely up. So Read AI might not be working correctly, but just to think, you would just do a test link. You would put in this URL here to make .com. To make that to Read AI here, and then it would be triggered on these two. Click on create. Yeah, I'm not certain why it's up with this pending thing. It's really odd. Really odd. But in either case, that's how you would do it. That's how you do it. I'm not certain why Read AI is taking forever just to do a webhook. I think they have some kind of internal problems. However, from that particular point, it becomes very straightforward, because once you start a meeting, so to test it, just to make sure it's working, start a Zoom meeting. Right. Got it. And meeting problem. I'm on the wrong meeting here. There's no reason for it. Start meeting. Wait for your Read AI to kick in. If it does, I don't know if it will do it in this. Maybe it does. Maybe I need to just do a new meeting. Home, new meeting. Got it. Give it 2 seconds. My Read AI should kick in. There we go. Right, that's my Read AI assistant. So Read AI is now recording the meeting, it's doing its transcription, it's doing all the stuff that it's supposed to be doing in order to test, make sure that things are actually working correctly. Now it's going to be doing this weird video thing. The quality is terrible. Quality is very terrible on this timer thingy. I'm going to disable it. I don't like it anymore. Anyway, so yeah, so Read AI is basically collecting the notes right now and thing. Then you click on end meeting all. Obviously that will basically trigger this if it was like working correctly. It's just it seems to have some problems. Now we'll start this meeting. Yeah, I'll start this meeting. And then once that happens, that'll trigger the webhook. So the only thing that you might have to do is you might have to click this redetermine data, have it kind of spin in the background, start the Read AI meeting, close it off, and then make sure that it captures the JSON, because you need that JSON to populate the data, to true data for all of this stuff here. Okay, hopefully that makes some sense. If not, then you guys message me in the comments and I'll try to give you some more guidance on it. Thank you.